Hello, hello, welcome in. Welcome back to the free trial completionist playthrough. Well, I totally look like a jester right now. I mean, it makes sense. I was getting into a bunch of the, like, crafting stuff for master crafting and all that. I still can't get to here. Like, this is kind of the next recipe I really need to try and get to in order to sort of progress further into master crafting and get more of the recipe books and stuff like that. But I still do not have the required craftsmanship. I'm only like 4 or 5 points off the required craftsmanship. I've literally done everything I possibly can to boost that while still using the gear that I'm allowed to use, you know? I could probably get a few more points if I finished the crafting quests and used the 50 tools that they gave me. I might be able to snake a few more points out of it that way, but I'm not doing that. So I've pretty much done everything I can to boost that craftsmanship in regards of like making myself better tools and better gear and all that sort of stuff. And at this point, literally the only thing I really have left is to just craft a bunch of stuff, spirit bomb my gear, and try and pull more craftsmanship materia out that I can then meld to my gear. So that's the process. And that's the thing that's just taking me like hours upon hours off stream, just sort of sitting around with alarms going for a couple of the uh, super high level. Hey, Baron. Yeah, that's the thing that's taking me like hours upon hours off stream, like probably like 10 hours this week. Never gonna give a fuck, never gonna give a damn, never gonna understand. So fuck you, always gonna fuck you. God, Baron. Oh my god, man. um yeah, like 10 hours off stream working on that sort of stuff, just gathering timed node resources and just like sitting around trying to find things that I can craft tons of to sort of spirit bomb my gear and crank up the craftsmanship on it with. I just need a few more points. Few more points. Hopefully they don't then turn this over to be like, nope, now you need 100 more control or something, because that's gonna kill me. But with all this stuff further up, I did manage to craft myself like a full 50 set on the left here of gear, as well as a couple pieces over here. Most of this stuff is still like 48, 49, but these rings and bracelet and stuff, they don't matter. Really, the left set was the stuff that mattered, so that I could, part of me almost wants to just stay a jester, because it's so goofy and stupid. But I did it mostly so that I could actually meld over my scholar stuff. Oh my god, I hate that cap. Yeah, that cap's gone. I mean, it fits. It fits the character, the goofy, stupid little Lala with the dumb glasses, who's a total nerd. But no, that cap is going. But now I can finally use my scholar stuff. Also, the other thing that totally finished off stream would be my gardening, my first set of gardening. I think I might have missed one watering, but it didn't look like it destroyed any of my crops. And also, I may not have, because, what problem did you possibly have with your dumbass mortarboard hat? Yep. Because I will say the one time when I'm like, oh crap, I think I forgot to go and water my crops yesterday, I came back and they were done. Free trial character window is different. Ooh. And, so I may have missed one, because I definitely went more than 24 hours, but it may have also finished in that time period, so I may not have. I don't know. But we're about to see if I have any chance, after going through all the grind of the time nodes to get the grade 3. God, that was an annoying grind. Only getting one every time it came up, which was like over an hour each time. To see if I can get any Giesel greens. And thank you once again, Mello, for letting me use your garden. Let's see if I end up with any Giesel greens out of here. Nope. All dome and plums. And a bag of Giesel green seeds. I got one. A bunch of Sildales pineapples. But I did get at least one Giesel green, which means I can get this started. There's 2. There's none out of that. There's 3. I got 3 of them so far. There's 4. Nice. That's half a patch right there of Giesel greens. 5. Wow. That grade 3 topsoil is actually a lot better than I expected it to be, honestly. And 6. I got 6 out of a patch of 8. That grade 3 topsoil was amazing. So guess whose chicken dumplings can finally start leveling up soon. Not quite today, but soon. Okay, this time I want Shroud, because that increases yield, and Giesel greens. Oh yeah, wasn't I supposed to crossbreed the Giesel greens with something? Oh wait, but is there... Hold on. Ooh. All I got out of this was the final product. I didn't get any seeds back, which means I have to keep crossbreeding this to keep getting Giesel greens back, don't I? Crap. I'm gonna have to keep going with the crossbreeding in order to keep getting Giesel greens. Yeah. Okay. Let me plant... Should I just do 2? Yeah, because the game didn't give me any seeds for the pineapples or the plums back. It only gave me the final product. Which means I have to make every single Giesel green seed that I'm going to plant, I have to crossbreed myself. It depends on how much I get out of it. I got like 18 pineapples and plums from each one, and that was without any Shroud topsoil. I don't know how many Giesel greens I pull out of this. I'll just do 2 this week. And then I'm going to go back to the Hunt Bellmaster. It's cheap, but I have a free return, so I'll use the return. I'm going to go back to the Hunt Bellmaster, and I'm going to keep crossbreeding the plums and pineapples. Because I don't know if the Giesel greens is going to give me a similar output to the plums and pineapples, like 18, even without Shroud soil. I somehow doubt that. But maybe? If it even gives me somewhere in the realm of like 8 to 10 before the topsoil, so then even more because I'm using Shroud topsoil, then I'll be perfectly happy with its output. If it's really low, then that's going to suck. But I don't think it's too low. I think I remembered seeing it was somewhere like 8 or 10 or something like that for Giesel greens, but who knows. But yeah, I just need to sort of consistently keep the crossbreeding of the plants going. Yep, bad loading times. Bad loading times. Wanted to look at... Yeah, that's working. Also, yes, I'm still using the restream method of handling my multi-stream stuff because I still did not get an answer to the problem I was having with the other software, so I need to figure that out before I can switch over and do it that way. YouTube users equal nerds. Grab some regular marks. Do I have a new elite mark? I do have a new elite mark. Good. I need to keep doing those hunts so I can keep buying the seeds I need. Realistically, there's a bunch of different crossbreeds you can do for these things. In order to get Giesel Greens, there's actually a lot of things you can crossbreed. Okay, so sealed delays isn't used in any recipes I have. Known to lighten the red hues. Oh, these are dyes. That's why they're not used in recipes. These are full-on just, like, this is how you dye your chocobo dyes. That's why. I don't really care. I'll probably just sell them then. I'll probably just sell them as I go then. So it really doesn't matter. Deepen their hues. Yeah. Feathers to their original hue. Okay, so these are all purely just dye ones, so I really don't care which ones I'm getting. So let's get 3 more of them, and we'll get 3 more of the plums, so that I have 6 of these to work on crossbreeding, and 2 of the actual Giesel greens to work on just producing as much as possible with the shroud soil. But that does mean I'm going to have to keep working on the time nodes and trying to collect a bit of, not a bunch of shroud soil, but a decent amount of the thonolin topsoil pretty much every week. It's like 6 each week. I need thonolin here, and I need pineapple. Thonolin and plum. Thonolin and pineapple. And I know this isn't like optimal crossbreeding whatever because I'm taking up a couple spaces for the Giesel greens. I don't really care. As long as I can pretty consistently crossbreed a couple, just like 2 or 3 or whatever Giesel greens each week, that'll be good. Pineapple, plum, pineapple, plum, pineapple. God, it's so annoying having to have so much frickin' thonolin topsoil like every week because they're just not going to give you the seeds. With any luck, I'll go and I'll collect these 2 and they'll give me a bunch of Giesel green seeds as well as the actual Giesel greens, but I seriously doubt it. Because I collected a bunch of the plums and pineapples and got no seeds back whatsoever. Only the final, like, actual product, so I guess not. Also, the weirdest part about this is there's still 3 topsoils in the game. There's thonolin, there's shroud, there's also Linosia, but Linosia topsoils, the only thing it did was give you a higher chance of your gardening stuff that you get from your garden being high quality, which is not a feature anymore in the game, right? First tier crafting materials can no longer be high quality. And so the Linosia topsoil is, like, literally useless. In fact, that's even what the sites say, is, like, you can still collect it, but it's mostly useless at this point. It's like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't know why it's still in the game, then. But whatever. I shouldn't need to water these. Yeah, they start out doing well. Right? Yeah, crop is doing well. Yeah, they don't need watering the first day. Alright. Tended the crops. Got myself some Giesel green seeds, so I've got enough for a couple weeks, depending on how much I get. If the output is really, really low on Giesel greens, which I don't think it is, but if it's for some god-awful reason, like 2 or 3 per patch or some nonsense like that, then I'll probably just try and do like 4 each week. Although I may not be able to keep up with that consistently, because then I'll only be able to plant 4 each week of the other crop too. Oh well. And I have a bunch of like in progress, and like I've just been crafting a bunch of cobalt, a bunch of steel, a bunch of dark steel, a bunch of whatever I can craft to spirit bond my gear, pretty much. And of course collecting just a ton of like time node materials, because that's literally all I've been doing off stream for the most part, is I sit around with the alarms for various time node materials. Basically anything I have less than 100 of, I have an alarm up for it. Anything I want that I have less than 100 of. There's some stuff for like later cordials and spirit bomb potions and things like that that I haven't been gathering because I can't even craft those yet. But any of the basic stuff, like the woods and the metals and stuff like that, that I have less than 100 of, I just keep an alarm up for them. And then I just sort of sit around, like, gathering and crafting whatever I can in massive bulk to try and spirit bomb my gear in between alarms. But it really sucks that that's where I am. Like, I still need, like, 4 or 5 craftsmanship to kind of break that next tier, and I'm at a point where all of my stuff is already over melded, which means any piece of materia I try to meld could possibly just break rather than actually work successfully. And oh, cowboy cat girl. Meowdy. and and it takes me a long time to spirit bond my stuff, because have I actually have pretty good levels on my crafters, which means a lot of the recipes I'm trying to use kind of aren't very good at spirit bonding my stuff because they're considered lower level recipes now. And it's just like, oh my god, game, don't do that. So I kind of like have to use crazy recipes I really don't want to be crafting that much of, like dark steel and stuff. Where And it's just like, oh god, you finally got the gun for that one. Yep, because you're finally in Heaven's Word. Level 50 machinist already, uh-huh. Alright, looks like we are doing kobolds. Situation. Ambushed en route to Limsa, shipment of saltpeter, blah blah blah. Yet to figure out who they are or bring them justice. Fashion and fire sand. Whoever our foe might be plotting, yeah. Level 50 everything. For some reason, your friend has disappeared the moment you entered Heaven's Word. Jeez. Alright. Itching for adventure. And then I believe this is Sahagin. Kobolds and Sahagins? Yep, okay. You need to level your land and hand jobs. Gotta level those hand jobs, Baron. What? Word that raiders have sunk a civilian vessel in the Strait of Merlthor. Job game not up to scratch. Oh my god. Oh yes, I completely forgot. A little shouty outy for Luco, who streams pretty consistently actually, and is always fun to hang out with. Also, you've been doing a lot of Monster Hunter stuff lately, right, Luco? Like, you got into it, tried to get out of it, and then they dragged you back in, and now you're in again. Those damn fishbacks are behind this. Oh, cool, lovely. This character known as Phil McCracken is over here turning in his Grand Company turn-ins and leveling up. Phil McCracken. Uninstalled for hard drive space. There he is. Film a Kraken. Oh my god. And then immediately reinstalled it because fuck it. Oh man. Okay, Airport's cheap, but Bloodshore over in Costa del Sol. We'll start there. Hype for Wilds. God. You know, Monster Hunter is one of those things that I like it. I don't really want to take up the friggin' hard drive space required to have it on all the time. I never really got like a group of friends together to play it with. That'd probably make me want to play it even more. And I'm really most of my stuff is focused around the like content creation stuff lately, which is why I've been pretty much just streaming my Dawn Trail because I need to complete the MSQ there to sort of catch up with everyone else. And then this for the weekly updates for the like free trial stuff on YouTube. But like I don't know what I would do with Monster Hunter. I'm sure there's plenty of ideas that would be interesting with Monster Hunter. I just don't know exactly what I would want to do with it. And I'm unfortunately sort of caught in one of those little cycles where it's like, well, if this game isn't really going to give me anything I can use to put on YouTube later, well, then I'm just kind of wasting my time and I should be working on other games. Even though that's a bad cycle to get yourself caught in as a content creator, where it's like, well, if I can't use this for content, I should really just be spending my time on other games or whatever. But I'm kind of caught there. Where it's like, I got a lot of stuff I need to do on YouTube. I don't really want to be adding more streams of more games right now to like clear out some like the backlog of stuff where I have all the footage but just have been too lazy or procrastinating too much to ever get it out on YouTube for like 6 months. Alright. I made a good miss of that shit. A handful of the buggers that were sailing on it made it ashore alive. Definitely want those better with friends games, yeah. Oh no, where's my little kid? Merciful to a fortunate few, like good wife here, and carried him all the way to the beach. Needing some of me medical supplies for the bleeding and injured. Your kid's out there swimming with fishes. And I didn't mean that as the colloquialism for dead. He's actually out there swimming with fishes right now. Oh. You just have to talk to him then. Okay. Okay, these are the ones you have to actually use the thing on. I feel my fingers again. Yeah, the injured ones you actually have to use it on. Impact like bloody thunder and the deck lurching. Ugh. What solace you can in the little victories. Any amount of solace will have me forgiving those blasted fishbacks. Yeah. Yeah. The bad ones, the tempered ones, the whatever, they're not interested in just attacking the Navy. They just want to kill everyone. Also has plenty of content potential, especially when playing with a group. It's just that world is at the end of its course, like Wilds is on the horizon. Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of content potential. I haven't played enough of the Monster Hunter games. I've played World a bit on my own. at one point. I haven't played enough of them in general to know like what I would do with them. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Sorry, I have to test something real quick. Shit, I think I might have deleted that app. Oh, no, there it is. Let me see if I can log into this. I have to check something for my family real quick. Yeah, I can get in. Okay, let me check my passwords then. Make sure if she's using the right one. That would have been the one I used. Wow, that looks like a crazy password. There's no way she would have created that one. Why is that the password? That makes no sense. She would have been the one who made it, and there's no way she would have done that. But that's the one it must have used. It's interesting. Let me try. You know what? I better try this on the website real quick. Because I've got two separate passwords, one for the website and one for the app. And maybe the app reset the password for the website too, and that's why she can't get in? Log in. Alright, show me the... Okay, there it is. Can I get into the website? Yeah, no, I can't get into the website. Okay, what if I used... this one? Okay, that's why she can't get in. Okay. Let me go ahead and do... Because this looks like, this looks like the kind of password I would have auto-generated rather than one that she would have come up with. So I think maybe I must have changed the password at some point, but I don't remember doing that. No, not in gender. Remember. There we go. Okay, I'll need to copy that over. Unless she decides to change it too. So let me take this password and copy it over to this one. Wait, edit. Let's save that one. Okay. And close that and that. I don't need them. Alright. Alright, I was able to help her get back into the account she was trying to get into. It absolutely, the one that didn't work, the one that was still listed on my like website version of that account, looks like the kind of one that she would have come up with. It had this sort of layout of the ones that she likes to create, where it's like these numbers here, these letters, these capitals here, these lower cases there, kind of thing, right? That she makes a bunch of them kind of like that, in like different but in sort of the same layout, so that it's easier for her to remember like the 4 or 5 that she's made. Whereas the one that did work and let me into the app looked like one of the ones I would auto generate, where it's just like a random spew of letters and numbers and like percent signs and ampersands and stuff like that, right? So I guess at some point we must have changed that password, and I must have been the one to do it, because like I said, that looks like an auto-generated password. So I must have been the one to do it, but I don't remember changing that password at any point. Oh well. Alright. But it's scaly arse. Yep. It's like, oh god, they're back to fight more. It's like terrifying. Just a bunch of them walking up out of the water. You feel slaughter on the street. You best start with me if you want to finish it. Random marauders. And how they got the kid that close to the shore in the boat without anyone noticing him before this moment. Who knows? It's just like, I was just hanging out with the fishmen. It's just random, like, uh-huh, okay, now we're leaving. And bye-bye. What kind of fish trickery is this? Yeah, it's very, very weird. Especially with how contentious the Laminsins and their beast tribes are. To ever have beast tribes that are just like, eh, and not trying to kill them. What? I thought I'd sink right to the bottom, but then some nice fishermen came and saved me. Like the scary ones that came after our ships. Stories say they're all nasty, isn't that weird? Necklace at the bottom of the little boat they used to carry me to shore. Must be one of theirs. Yeah, my mom wouldn't. I'd take it back to them myself, but my mom wouldn't like that. Uh-huh. So I can spawn lane. Should I go ahead and finish this one? I need to head out there anyway. I can start from Swift Perch and go ahead and take care of that, and then fly over to where the Sahagin are. I just love all of the spam in my chat log of Phil McCracken attains armor level, Phil McCracken attains goldsmith level, attains leatherwork level, it earns the achievement. Like, all of his grand company stuff is just spamming my log with Phil McCracken does all this stuff. Like, oh my god, man. I love goofy creative names. But then probably not for your first character, because sometimes you just want to make your character for the first one. But then having, you know, my second character for this weird playthrough be no money, mo money. It's perfect. I mean, believe there's not a single piece of evidence this entire godforsaken hamlet. Who might you be? I mean, no, it's all clear skies and smooth sailing here. Just about to file my report. Yep, totally. You're definitely doing wonderfully here. Not at a complete dead end. Coordinated effort by a well-trained group. Not exactly. And then would have found something. They had no such luck. Care to take a look around? I think it's outside the walls, if I remember correctly, right? Around the back? No. Not outside the walls. Okay. Was it inside? Near the exit? Yeah, there it is. Or they, like, must have busted through or climbed over or something. Part of me's wondering if I should work on leveling up my Marauder pretty soon. Because I do want to have, like, a pocket tank I can use for stuff as well, but I don't know if it's better to just stick with my Scholar and, like, level it up as much as possible, because I don't really, at the end of the day, know mechanically how the armory bonus works. If I have a level 10 Scholar and a level 9 Marauder, is that just fine and I'm getting the maximum bonus experience I can? Or is the maximum bonus experience I can possibly get on this character, like, if I have a level 70 Scholar and a level 1 Marauder? Like, does the gap change the amount of experience, or is it simply just if you already have a character that's higher level than this, you'll be gaining bonus experience all along? That's the thing I don't know. Banned. Get banned. Stupid spammer. And get deleted over on YouTube. There we go. Actually, I suppose I could look that up. A bonus applied to XP gained by combat classes when below the level of your highest class. The bonus is 100 from level 1 until reaching the lowest level of the current expansion. Wait. 100 from level 1 until reaching the lowest level of the current expansion? If I'm still in ARR, doesn't that mean I won't be gaining any armory bonus until I hit Heavensward? Because the lowest level of ARR would be 1. Once you reach level 10 and unlock the armory bonus by doing the level 10 class quest on your first job, then up until 70, if you are leveling a class or job lower than your highest level job or class, you get 100% XP bonus for mob kills. Mob kills, specifically. From 71 to 80, it's 50. Okay, but this was like 4 or 5 years ago, so that probably would have been around the time of Shadowbringers. So they're saying, like, from 71 to 80, it's 50, so that's the lowest level of the current expansion. Bonus does not require a max leveled job, just one class or job leveled higher than the class or job you're currently leveling. Alright then. So This person seems to think it's up until they thought 71 to 80, but that was in Shadowbringers era, so that would have been the current expansion. So maybe I don't need to get into Heaven's Word before Armory bonus starts affecting me. Maybe the game already counts it as like the highest level expansion I have is Stormblood. So I will gain the benefits of Armory bonus at the full 100% until I hit level like 61, and then I'll be gaining like 50% up to 70. Maybe. I don't know that that's true, but that's what it seems like from the couple places I looked. It looks like it's not the highest level expansion you're currently at MSQ. It looks like it's the highest level expansion you have access to overall, is what it sounds like. So in theory, I think as long as my Scholar stays ahead of my other classes, I will be gaining the full Armory bonus up to the start of Stormblood and half the Armory bonus up to the end of Stormblood. As long as I keep my Scholar ahead, I'll gain full Armory bonus. Okay. So yeah, I could start leveling my Marauder right now and be gaining like the best XP I possibly could for it. And I build that up to sort of have a pocket tank that I can use in situations. I guess I would do hunting log and class quests probably up to about 18. And then start doing dungeon stuff from there. So I could work on roulettes and things like that to level them up a bit from there. And continue working on hunting log to gain some big XP bonuses along the way. That wouldn't be perfect. I already know well enough to know that that wouldn't like consistently make me hit the level marks I'm looking to hit at each stage, so there'd probably be a little extra grinding I need to do here and there, but that would get me pretty close. I guess I could handle the extra grinding that might need to take place through knocking out some extra fates, battle fates, maybe that I haven't already done yet, unique ones. Things like that. Pretty much only applies the overworld mobs and fates. Yeah. So I like I said, I wouldn't be getting armory bonus all the way. It wouldn't be from like dungeon XP or quest XP. But most of the stuff I'd be doing with it to level it up, I'd still be getting it. Because while I'm taking out hunt targets, I would get the big boost of the hunt XP at the end of taking out those targets, but I get the little armory bonus extra while I'm fighting each individual one. Class quests would just be normal XP. Dungeons would mostly be normal XP, I think. Yeah, because you only get like gil and sometimes items from the trash mobs in dungeons. You only get XP at the end of facing mid bosses and final bosses, and that's like fixed XP. It doesn't even gain like food buffs. You don't even get XP bonuses there. You might, off of the final boss, when you complete the dungeon, get a food buff bonus to XP. I don't remember that for sure. But armory bonus wouldn't affect those, I don't think. But, like, yeah, so Hunt Log would definitely be one of my better ways. And then Fates, whenever I don't quite meet the levels I'm trying to hit just by doing Hunt Logs. Because Fates will give me overworld mobs and Hunt Logs will give me overworld mobs. So I'd be getting armory bonus in both those places. Find any evidence? Yep, crooked pickaxe. They're sorry looking one at that. Things left behind by the perpetrators. About every pirate brigand and highwayman in these parts, but I've not known any of them to employ a tool like this. Running around at the wench that our band of grubby little thieves ain't no ordinary men. Wow. Dude, I'm pretty consistently used to getting like one of these types of messages every stream, just because, you know, jackass bot's gonna jackass. But like that's two of these stupid bot messages in like 10 minutes. That is nuts. God, I hope it doesn't like keep going the whole stream with just more and more bots. I mean, at least, you know, Stream Elements is really good at hitting those motherfuckers the second they post, but still. A rogue Rogadin? I refuse to be serious with this character. You're getting only the dumb answers. None other I, only a Rogadin of abundant physical and mental talent, such as me, self-confession, and employ such an exquisite piece of... Do you have particles or your brain should be adventurer? You're implying that I staged the robbery myself and we taken a long walk on a short pier. All too healthy interest in explosives. All signs point to those rat-faced rapscallions. So bloody obvious that I also need to kick myself. Heading to Camp Overlook. Add best viewers, cheap viewers, cut. Yeah, set her to your term filter. Yeah. I don't really need to right this moment. It might help to, like, banned words filter, because all stream elements does when it catches them is time them out, so I have to manually go and ban them. The problem is they're always finding a new way to do it. They're always finding a new dumbass, like, phrase to use for it, right? It's never just the phrase cheap viewers. It's always, like, cheap viewers, but the A has some little extra bit on it, and the E has some little extra nonsense underneath it, where they're using, like, weird letters instead of just actual letters. Yeah, they started doing... Yeah, I'm pretty much always getting that. Occasionally they don't. Sometimes they don't. In fact, I think that earlier one might have been just a normal one. Yeah, that earlier one was just normal. But the second one I got there was using all the, like, weird, like, symbol letters rather than actual letters. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting them so much. I'm surprised, a little surprised I'm getting them over here. When I started doing the multi-streaming thing, I was getting them more on YouTube side. Speaking of, I wonder if maybe I have been getting them over there and just not noticing. Nope, there's no one posting over on the YouTube side. Okay. I started getting them a bit on the YouTube side, and I figured maybe it was just like a YouTube thing, that you get more of this sort of spam bot nonsense, right? But I'm getting them more on Twitch the last month or so, too. So maybe they're just becoming more aggressive. Necklace of Clutch Father Nove. The child he saved. Seek out Nove. This might be... No, wait. How many beast tribes? Shit, there's 12 beast tribes a day, I think, right? Yeah, so I might want to try and unlock all 4 of them today, because you can only do 3 per tribe. Not that I ever keep up with that. Like, on my main, I do beast tribes when I even remember to, like, I should probably get back to working on my beast tribes. I'll do, like, maybe 20 or 30 of them over the course of a week or two, and then I'll forget about beast tribes altogether again. Like, I never have kept up with beast tribes daily, ever. Neglect your tribes so much. Yeah. And I'm, like, super behind on the tribes. Like, I'm not even up to a point where it's like, well, I've finished all the Beast Tribe stories, so I don't bother to keep up with it. It's like, I'm still working on leveling up my Heavensward Beast Tribes, and all the ones after that are only, like, just beginning, right? Like, I'm doing them in expansion order, and I'm still in Heavensward, and I constantly just don't bother to do them. Shorewalker in our midst. Finless child bid you return my necklace, did he? No special reason for saving the boy, only that the Sahagin, as it is for you shorewalkers, offspring are considered the most precious of treasures. All that reside here are bound by ties of blood, all the children of the Clutch Father. Yep. It's precious to me that my spawn is the trinket you bring. A gift, a commendation from our beloved matriarch. I can't remember if, the matriarch who gave him a clutch is a different one. Because I know that, like, the matriarch is now giving clutches to a bunch of, like, the horrible Sahagin that have basically been completely tempered and are trying to kill all the men. Like, kill all landwalkers or whatever. I don't remember if it's the same matriarch or maybe she's been tempered or if it was it's a different one now. Favor of one is repaid to the gratitude of the clutch. Welcome to our home. A modest banquet is in order. I don't know if our spread will agree with your shorewalker stomach. You've been trying to get blood sworn on Heavensward tribes for years and only just recently hit sworn on Moogles. Yeah, that's also because the Moogles are a crafting one. I always fall behind on the crafting ones because it's just annoying having to, like, change over to a crafter to run and do these quests. And the crafter quests are also just kind of terrible. Clutchingkin. Also, I ought to probably go and do the normal raid series for ARR at some point. I know Baron wanted to drag me along whenever he managed to drag his friend into the Bahamut raids and run through it with them, which I'd be more than happy to do, but I need to get the series done myself too. Because I seriously doubt we're ever going to be able to organize a time when Baron's friend is actually around and it's during my stream and we can run through the story that way. So I should probably just run through the story on my own time and then I could just help you with your friend whenever he shows up again. Moogles, Namazu, and Dwarves are all way behind compared to the rest. Yeah, same with me. Like I said, most of the stuff past Heavensward isn't really leveled up. Some are to a degree, because you end up having 12, but I think there's only 3 in Heavensward. And so I usually end up having like an extra 3 quests I can do by the time I finish them on any days I do end up doing them. So I do like one or the other in Stormblood. So they're a little leveled up, but not by much. But most of them are just like way behind. Deed perpetrated by Sahagin. Although I'm waiting a little bit to go through the Bahamut series. Yeah, that's the reason why I should probably be leveling up my Marauder. I really should be leveling up my Marauder then. That might be like the very next stream is like focusing on leveling Marauder and going through as many of the class quests I can on Marauder and that sort of thing. That'd be a pretty good way to do it. Because normal raid is one of my gates. It's one of my class gates. So if I go and I do the Bahamut series, then I will have unlocked the ability to go ahead and get myself another job. But I don't quite have 250k gil yet, but I'm gaining that pretty quick. So I'll probably get there pretty soon. So if I do 1 week where I'm leveling my Marauder up, and then maybe the week after that go and do the Bahamut raid series, and I can possibly unlock Warrior right then. I might have enough gil to do it. Individuals responsible for the Coral Tridents. In the spawning grounds and are known among our peoples a volatile and fanatical faction. Actions only invite further violence through retaliation. Your ARR ones are a mess. The ARR ones are the only ones I've actually finished the, like, ally quest for, the final quest for. We have to, like, level all the beast tribes and finish all their stories, and then you get one big story at the end. Open his clutch. We live apart from the spot grounds and pursue a separate agenda. Claim to understand the structure of your civilization, but for us Sahagin, each clan of clutchmates is led by a single clutch father. Indigo matriarch, we might call our queen, bestows each clutch of her eggs upon only the bravest and most seasoned warriors. You only have fish and lizards to 4. The others are barely touched. Clutch father's duty to raise and instruct his charges. Okay. For the cycle to continue, the matriarch must have a secure environment in which to bear her offspring. This is why we chose to make this land our home. Unfortunately, the soft spawning grounds have become the locus of such conflict. Only more shorewalkers were like you and spent a moment to understand our situation. Yeah. Eat your counsel. Sahagin does not flail and splash about, so he rolls with the waves and rides the currents. Our 6th youngest brother. And he has left the nursery without permission. Spoke of talking sense into the coral tridents. Well-meaning, but utterly idiotic. Let's talk sense into these tempered idiots. Like, that doesn't work. Tempering and talking does not work. They will not listen. They will only try to force tempering on you. I have no scales, yet Kutch father seems to trust you. I shall do the same. He does not realize the perils he puts himself in. They won't listen to reasoning. They will laugh as they impale him. Bring him back safely. North Tide Gate. Okay, I know exactly where that is. I wonder if I can get anything interesting by unlocking these vendors. I know there are little things I could get. They could, like, bypass a stage or two in some of my crafting, but I'm not supposed to buy from vendors, so all that stuff is mostly worthless to me. But I believe you can get a minion and I think a mount from each of them as you level them up. So I could certainly get those, but I wonder if there's anything else interesting I can get. I wonder if there's orchestrions you get from them. I don't think I remember there were being orchestrions, though. Concerns you not, Shorewalker. Away with you, finless one. Triple triad cards at some point. You know, I really could just keep using Art of War. This is the weirdest thing. And actually, the fact that you're here today, Luco, is probably good for me, because you tend to play Scholar a lot. But I'm sure later when I upgrade Ruin, it won't be anymore. But from just looking at it, it looks like Art of War is a gain on 1 on Ruin 1. Finished all the Beast Tribes daily quests, just felt like, wow, so you did it without thinking. Yeah. Like, am I stupid? Or is Art of War actually a gain on 1 when you're at Ruin 1 stage? Because I have 150 potency single target or 165 all. Okay. So just Art of War everything, at least until Ruin upgrades. I'm kind of amazed my Ruin hasn't upgraded yet. Because I'm already, like, over 50. I think I'm, like, 55 or something Scholar now. And my Ruin still hasn't upgraded from basic Ruin. Rescued by a Shorewalker? Not understand these Coral Trident warriors. Scarce open my maw before they proceed to beat me bloody. The currents of discussion carry us to enlightenment. That doesn't work with tempered ones. Practice with my clutchmates and I have been. Ruin 2 is unlocked at 38, but it's a separate spell. Yeah, that's your instant cast, so you can move around. I'm just amazed that my hard cast Ruin hasn't upgraded yet. I think that's Maim and Mend, right? Oh god, I have... Okay, I need to change that. I'm going back and forth between my main and my free trial one, and that's just throwing me off. Little 54 to Broil. I thought there was another Ruin in between that and Broil. One in Broil. Change this to K. And that was character configuration, so... Where is that? There it is. Change that to P. Because skills is K on my main. Oh my god. There's really nothing between Ruin 1 and Broil. Jesus. Nothing between Ruin 1 and Broil? Dude, Art of War is just flat out the only skill you should bother to cast for, like, 46, 50, for 8 levels? For 8 levels, there's no reason to ever bother casting Ruin. I mean, I guess you can get some range with Ruin, but who cares? You should be able to move in and out of combat, like close combat range, pretty easily for most mechanics, especially this early on. Jesus. What about, okay, Ruin 2 never gets an upgrade. That makes sense, because Ruin 2 is just meant to be like your tomahawk, pretty much. You know what I mean? Ruin 2 is you can move around and still keep casting. Alright, then. But wait, I'm 55. Broil is a quest reward, isn't it? Broil must be a quest reward in Heaven's Word. Yeah. Okay. The game really expects me to be able to do that by now, but I can't, so whatever. Let me go ahead and take these idiots out. These might be Arcanist. I am pretty much up to this point in my Arcanist hunt log. They might also be Maelstrom, though. Oh, wow, these... I didn't realize all these guys were the ones I was hunting. Nope. I'm going over here to try and drag him in. No, can't drag him in that way. Okay, then. How about this? Will this force you guys to come towards me? No, it won't. Okay, let me just drag you both out like this. There we go. That gets them in the same spot. Kind of a big waste of time, but whatever. You're slightly annoyed when your white mage unlocked one of the spells you need blood lilies for, and you couldn't cast it because the actual blood lily mechanic is locked behind quests. Yeah. I've run into those problems plenty. Because I tend to do my quests in batches of 10. Like, when I was leveling up my main, if you remember, I was doing most of my expansion quest lines as, like, all 10 all at once in a single day. I often ended up in those situations where I'm like, well, I've unlocked mechanics because my level is higher, but I can't use any of those mechanics yet. Because the game still has quest lock freaking skills. Oh yeah, which hunt log was that? Oh, that must have been Maelstrom then. Yep, Trent Schusterhagen. Okay, so that was Maelstrom. What's up, Nove? Got to pick up the Aetheryte in Falcon's Nest. Falcon's Nest is easy. Falcon's Nest is pretty simple. You can just teleport back to Ishgard and then just leave through Kurthus West to get to Falcon's Nest. Also, it's one of the most useless Aetherytes in the universe. You cannot. Oh, they haven't unlocked a Falcon's Nest exit for you yet? That's interesting. I'd have thought as soon as the MSQ sent you to Falcon's Nest. Although I don't know if the MSQ sent you to Falcon's Nest yet. You might just be in Heavensward because your friend did like the beginning part of Heavensward and then stopped. It did. Yeah, I would have thought as soon as they sent you to Falcon's Nest, they would have unlocked that exit. Oh, it's no such loyalty. Pew will be appropriately disciplined. You didn't do any quests in Falcon's Nest, so it hasn't unlocked the exit. Huh. Yeah, I guess sometimes you do have to go to the location and start doing some quests. So Hagen must act with caution and wisdom. Many of our people reside peacefully within our city in the Indigo Deep, but our civilization faces a steady and treacherous decline. Must venture onto land to secure spawning grounds to lay our eggs, and build nurseries to raise our young. It's an essential element of our breeding cycle. Instinct too powerful to ignore. Traditional grounds were, however, annihilated in the calamity. Yep. We were forced to seize this location, the region finless ones call Western Lenosha. Surprising the Shorewalkers' view, our sudden aggressive expansion is not more than an invasion. The seemingly unprovoked attack on their territory is in truth a desperate struggle for survival. With this land without place to rear offspring, the Sahuagin race will be doomed. No position to wage war against the Shorewalkers. We must attempt a parley and learn to exist side by side. Crawl Tridents, you have no doubt realized, do not comprehend the merits of a diplomatic approach. Seek only to control the weak of mind, those like their brutal serpent reavers. Slaughter all others who oppose them. Yeah, totally tempered. Mistake me as a traitor, my kind. Hold no love for Fidless Woods. I shed no salty tears when the great Leviathan is summoned and the Lord of the World gathers new drowned shorewalkers to his fold. Conflict with your people is not the answer to our woes. Let's look beyond the present and ensure calmer waters in which our future of our race can thrive. Have you become the first stone in the bridge I hope to build between our peoples? But I'm just a tiny broke baby. They won't listen to me. Actually, they will listen to me, which is the weirdest part. I don't know why so many people are putting so much faith in a tiny broke baby with a coloring book. Swear myself to your noble cause. I love the dumb responses you get for the beast tribes. You're just like mimicking them. Bears are eager but lack the experience to engage such vicious opponents as the Coral Tridents. Yeah, so most of your stuff to do with these guys just go out and kill other Sahuagin. Most of the battle ones are just like go out and kill the tempered ones. Much work ahead. Boom, 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 boom. Beast tribes. Society quests. Blah, blah, yada, yada. Yeah. We can't call them beast tribes anymore. Whatever. Whatever. Ally society quests. Yeah, that's what they call them now. Killing me softly. Okay. So in theory, that unlocked... Ally Society Daily Allowance 12. Okay, I have them now. You still call them Beast Tribes, I don't care. Yeah, I still end up calling them Beast Tribes a lot of the time. Just because I've been doing that for years. I guess I'll go ahead and run these. Should I? Should I save that for off-stream and really try and get through all 4 today? Running 3 society quests is really not that difficult, especially if I don't bother reading any of the dialogue. There's some interesting little bits of lore, things like that you can get through the dialogue here, but if I just want to finish the 3 quests, I'm just going to finish the 3 quests for each one today. Unless it looks like I'm really pushing it time-wise by the time I get to the like last 1 or 2, then I'll probably just skip the actual quests and just focus on the unlocks. Let's try and get as many of the little guys here. There we go. The dwarves and the Pelu Pelu, they can't really be called beasts anymore. Yeah, I know. I know they're not all, like, beast tribes, really, but... So I get why they changed it. Also, they probably just changed it because people kept... I could totally see a world where people were ragging on them constantly, like, will you stop calling them beasts, man? It's, like, derogatory or something like that, you know what I mean? I could totally see a world in which that was happening, too. But yeah, I get it. Even when we reach the point with the Archisdara, like, visually, I guess you could look at the Archisdara and be like, yeah, it's still a beast tribe, but, like, in world, like the Arcasadara weren't beasts. The Arcasadara were just like people in Thavnair. So it was a little weird calling them beasts. Ah, crap. I killed more than I needed to here, didn't I? Yep. I can't tell because the stupid fate is right on top of me, overwriting all of the quest logs. Thavnair, yes, and Yansha, no. True. But the ones in Yansha weren't Arcasadara. They were Gajasura, I think is what they were called there, which are like the bigger, more violent, less intelligent.
Until now, I've only been using a mere 5% of my power. Now let's see how well you fare against my Biden blast.
Biden blast. Yeah, I think the Gajasura are actually like cousins to the Arcasadara, if I remember, and they're like bigger, more violent, less intelligent. You know what? Let's try and knock both of these out at the same time. No? Interesting. Nope. Oh, no, wait. I think I can do it in between. Nope. Enemy is still about. The game is like, no, you're not going to do this while there's an enemy, because we're going to force you to fight the third one, too. I couldn't spawn all of them at once. That's annoying. Because I can totally handle, like, 3 of these Zoggans at once. I'm, like, more than 10 levels ahead of them. Even if I don't have great gear. I mean, I have good gear. I certainly have level 50 gear. They are still referred to as the same species, though, if I remember correctly. I think so. Yeah. I think in world they refer to them as like an offshoot species, like a cousin species or something. So technically, yes, I think they are like the same species that evolved in like 2 different ways. Stupid freaking fates are in my way. Come on. What's my last one? They're both Matanga. That's the name I was missing. Yeah, they're both Matanga. But, like, they went to 2 different countries or continents or whatever and evolved in 2 very different ways. Oh, the coral armband obtained in the Fate Sharknado. Nice. Crap. I hate these ones that are fate-based. I'm not gonna bother doing that. Because I have to sit around and wait for a fate? No, not happening. Same race, different cultural group, yeah. Damn it, get out of there. Stuffed giant clams. Reputation. Yep. That's what you're leveling up with the beast tribes, is your rep. And for anyone who doesn't know, to check that, you go to Reputation. See? Realm Reborn, Sahagin. You basically just level this up and rank it up over and over and over and over and over and over again until you get to the maximum. And every time you rank up, the vendors will have different items. So even right now, I could start buying... Oh, actually... I might be able to buy some of this? No, probably not. I assume you can fight enemies for Night Milk, and I'm sure you can gather Sun Lemons. So I don't think I'd be able to buy any of this, because I'm pretty sure I can get it in other ways. Who would you fight for Night Milk, though? Because I've never had an Aldgoat drop it. Creamy buffalo milk. What buffaloes? Anyway, the vendor will unlock more items for you. The quests get a little better each time you rank up, and the vendor unlocks more items for you as you go. Usually there's a minion, there's a mount for each one. According to Luco, there will be triple triad cards, but I don't think that's in the game yet. Like, are they adding that in a patch? They're going to add triple triad cards to each society? Because I don't remember that being the case before. And I think sometimes there's an orchestrion, but I don't remember, and I'm pretty sure it's not always. The buffaloes near Costa del Sol drop it. Oh, yeah, those giant freaking buffaloes out in Costa del Sol. Okay. Really wanted one of the Sagan to just be called Sydney Sagan. I think you had to hit a rep milestone and then you play them for it. Oh, okay. So you don't buy it from the vendor, but like one of the others will unlock as like a triple triad player when you hit a rep milestone. That'd be interesting. Hmm. Making waves. Oh, wait. Sharknado's already up. Shit. I should go do that now. It was hidden under the stupid exclamation mark. And realized this was Sharknado. It is Vol, right? Obtained in the Fate Sharknado. But this is a boss fate, so all I have to do is kill Vol. Alright. Let's drag him away from his group then. Can I do this in 7 minutes? It'd be better if I had my chicken dumplings with me, but unfortunately I have to wait on those until I can actually grow the diesel greens before I can start summoning him. There's also like a portrait frames and stuff that can be bought from the vendors when you get high enough. Oh, they started unlocking framer kits too? I didn't even notice that. I didn't even know that was a thing. But then again, I don't really care that much about the framer kits. Most of them, I think, look bad. So, it's kind of how it is with, like, relics and artifact gear and stuff like that. Where people are like, oh yeah, they unlocked this new thing. I'm like, that's cool and all, but most of them look like shit, so... Eh? Like, the completionist in me kept trying to be like, I'll eventually do all of the relics. And the realist in me was like, you hate the way most of the relics look. Why would you break your frickin' ass constantly trying to unlock a bunch of weapons you don't like the look of? Loperts and Omnis have great framer kits. Ooh. I can only imagine what theirs would be. Maybe I'll take the time to actually go do some on my main with the Loperts and the Omnis. Okay, yeah. There was only like 7 minutes left on this. There's still almost 5 minutes, and I'm already halfway through his health. This dude, like, can't even hurt me. Literally just sitting here letting Celine handle all the healing, and this dude can't even hurt me, and I'm actually level synced to his fate as well. Slow. Boring. Like, not dangerous at all, but very boring. I guess I should actually get closer to him and be using Art of War since it's a gain, but... Eh. Hey, Spirit Bonded some stuff. Cool. Oh yeah, my book is still 49. Oh yeah, something I was trying to talk about earlier, and I think I got lost on a tangent, is yes, I have 50 gear, and it's great, but it's eye level 55 gear, and I believe the highest I can craft in ARR is eye level 110, I think. I believe the augmented ironwork stuff is like 115 115 or 120 or something like that, but I think the highest you can craft is 110. So I'm like way off of like having the best gear I can in ARR. That's definitely master recipe stuff, and it's gonna be, I think, a lot of like grinding out recipes, just desperately trying to get freaking materia. There we go. All right. I can head to Camp Overlook. I could start the other two. This only took me about half an hour or so, really, to get this done. A little more than that. So I think I could do all 4 today. But I think the others have nothing to do with these zones, so I should be able to just head to Camp Overlook and get that taken care of. And then go, because each of them is focused on their areas, and you pick up the other ones in Gridania and Thonolin, so... Or Gridania and Old Daw. Or the Shroud and Thonolin, whatever. Captured Kobold. Quick adventure. Got my hands full of the little Fred here. Major farce and atrocity and outrage. An insult, we kobolds will not stand for it. You not have legs to stand on if you don't quit blabbering. No plotting. We plotting nothing. Seen you lot blasting and scurrying around Ugamara of late. Treat to see me, old trainee. Fear a brewing kobold plot demands me attention. So I have something to help you with that. I read the news of our missing shipment of saltpeter. Suchi knows this cannot be. I knew it! This ton wagon has finally dug your own grave. Stupid kobolds. It wasn't us, it was them. Beady eyes, frizzy tail, up on chump for causing us trouble. A kobold's a kobold. Alright, Luco. Have a good night. Oh, I'm just gonna be beast tribing it up here today. Whew. Ones who live down below, below. Yeah. Place, that's the home the 789th. They're the worst. The worst of the worst. Most stinky, smelly, scummy, stinky, and ugly too. God. Investigation. I request permission to go below and investigate the so-called 789th. Enlist this adventurer to join me. As you please. Go down there and kill all the kobolds. Kill them all right away before they drag us into their stupid quests. God, the 789th quests are like so dumb. I mean, a lot of the Beast Tribe stuff is pretty dumb, but like these ones are real dumb. I like how I flew straight into their camp, and then it cut to a cutscene where, like, I'm hiding behind boxes and spying on them when I came flying in on my chocobo. 3 crates of saltpeter. Oh no, super scary! Except they're all total freaking cowards. Just gonna stand there squeaking at me all night, fight with honor, or die like their Hetzyar. Oops. Are there no alternatives? Such as perhaps surrender? Yes, surrender. We surrender. Surrender. What the 7 hells? Bunch of cowards. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, someone's reviewing patch 7.1 details now on Twitch. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. There she is. Oh my god. Wow. They're just real aggressive today for some reason. I mean, hey, I'm banning them all, which is great, but I have to keep going over to YouTube to delete those messages too, which is annoying. Goes right. No, not appearances, emotes, blah blah blah. Raids, ban, moderation settings. Ban chatters, ban info, blah blah blah. Modify your sharing relationships and requests. Oh, shared ban stuff? Yeah. Huh. Forgot about that. I don't have anyone to share it with, though, right now. Harmful chatter detection, blah, blah, blah. Block terms and phrases. This won't get all of them, but, it'll get some, at least. What else? Anything else? Is it all Cutley? No, it's really not. I shouldn't add that. I think that's just a link shortener. I don't really want to add that to banned words. I'll mostly add the viewer ones that they usually do. Do they even have like a banned words thing on YouTube? Keep showing up when you start fighting something they know. They know I'd ban them. Oh man. Although actually I can't really add it to YouTube because the one that keeps posting it over on YouTube is RestreamBot, who I don't want to ban. So I can't be doing that until I get a better method. I mean, an inkling is the whys and wherefores. Seems Notorious 789th is keen to return their plunder without so much as a fight. I've been opposed to cracking a few kobold skulls. Report back to the commander. Why don't you ask around? Pikmin Gigu. I surrendered, yes. You submitted, surrendered. You'll not hurt us, yes. I'm relieved. Gigu is foreman of 789th. Leader in name, yes, but no more. No one listens to Gigu. Stole your precious boom powder. Yes, we did. And yet we had good cause for doing so. Excuse, reason, a cause. No one troubled us. Not until now. Driven from the tunnels, exiled to this place that stinks of soil and seawater. Rambled too much. We'll speak no more. Go now and leave. How low can you go? Listen and weep. They dig themselves a hole. Create new tunnels for themselves. Ours is a world of kobold eat kobold. Dig for ore and riches. Dig well and we are rewarded. Yep. Dig well and you get better digs and higher rankings and all that stuff. Yeah, and they're basically like the last. I think 789 is like the lowest of all of them. Kobold orders have numbers. Smaller the number, the greater the order. How many orders, you ask? How many? Yes, 789 we have, and not one more. Yep. They're the worst of all of them. In the tunnels we are driven. Dig more, find more, make more wealth for your betters. Then you can come home, they say. Yeah. But all they get from this is, like, scrap metal. Like, all they can find from the veins they're given access to as the lowest order is, like, the worst possible mixes of metal. Just filled with contaminants. Fly no higher. Chunk of worthless ore. Forgot how much you hated the guy in the machinist job quest. Which guy? Very quickly, you know, guys. Yep. Yeah. Literally everyone in our quest line has a gun. We could solve all of these problems in an instant. Petal Grinch. Is that the pirate dude that's teaching you? Is that the one you're talking about? No, the noble who's trying to say guns are bad, okay. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, yes. Yeah. Because knights are better, ballistas are better. Why would we ever want guns? Except, I think... Don't the machinists man the ballistas, too? Or was he outright saying, like, no, just get knights with spears? Yeah, was he against the ballistas as well? Oh, I can't remember. Long we dig and yet our barrels are empty. Yeah, he doesn't want us at all. Okay. Yeah, because I think the machinists also created, modified, and manned the ballistas, too. Knights are the masters of the battlefield. He only wants spear users. Just spears and swords and shields. Dirty lumps, chunks, scraps exceed our haul from the past 3 moons. Oh my god. I think he mispronounced dragoon, but alright, my guy. Yeah. Like, yeah, dragoons are tough, but you know how many dragoons there are? Like, almost none. There's literally only the ones in a, Astinians group. That's it. That's all the dragoons there are. And they're never, ever shown as, like, one of the biggest order of knights. Like, the dragoons are only ever really talked about. I don't know that they ever show them off at all. So I gotta assume there's maybe only, like, a dozen or less, I would expect, dragoons. And only one Azure Dragoon. Well, for now. Usually only one Azure Dragoon. Zoga cares only for Zoga. Zoga will use you and throw you away if you are weak. Your Dragoons are pretty borderline heretical. Yeah, I guess. Like, stealing the power of the dragons and using it for yourself isn't quite against the rules, but people don't exactly love it either. Talking about like the borderline heretical stuff, I kind of love the Dark Knight story so much, especially like the Dark Knight relationship to Ishgard. The way that it's just these like big holy knights who are like, no, kill the Dark Knights, kill them all, they're heretical, horrible monsters, whereas they're like these horrible, disgusting, like abusers and manipulators, and the Dark Knights will just like walk right into their bases and just start slaughtering them and being like, I don't care what you call me, I know what I am and I know what you really are, so all of you, I'm just gonna kill you all until you stop. I do. I really, really, in lore, love the Dark Knight so much, man. Said you were taking us to a steam bath. Big fat liar. Cheat, fraud, liar. Stop your bloody squealing. Work before pleasure. I love that he walks in holding what's almost like a cane. I know it's not. It's a little different, not nearly as long, but he's like, he walks in with two girls that are whining, and he's like, shut your squealing, work before pleasure, and he's got a cane in hand. It's like, don't make me don't make me get my pimp hand strong for the freaking kobolds. So stupid. Scruffy's ever, whatever your name was. Time's worth more than your sorry hide. Let's see what you've got for me. Monthly hauler, what popped out of your arsehole this morning? Yeah.
Man down. 11:30. Pip in distress.
Pimp in distress. Oh man, love that stuff. Sleep seems to have misunderstanding, mistake, misconception. Sleep, food, those are luxuries. Even has a gold tooth. Really want the Shiva Extreme gun for your glamour. I'm going to be wanting to run the Extremes eventually, but that's probably not till the end of 2.5, so that's going to be a while. Already weak and hungry. Cut off our food supply and we will starve. Then die. Yes, die. Breathe our air, eat our food, and give nothing in return. I love the, like, conniver, the user, who's like, well, then you should just die. You're a waste of space anyway. It's like, you know, if these people die, you lose a lot of your, like, passive income to just lay around and rely on others to do your work for you, right? Heated split shot acquired. Congratulations. It's less, and you'll be the first to burn. Stench of sloth and stupidity in this dump is making me sick. This is the fate of those who don't dig their own way. Do you believe it's time for that steam bath? Ugh. Pathetic. Stupid little freaking rats. Seven else just happened. Overstuffed kobold strutting around like he owns the place. Zoka leads 13th, yes, and has many friends and followers in Ugamaro. Each day one less kobold challenges the word of Zoka. Soon none will be left to oppose him. Let that self-styled tyrant walk all over you. Yes, we have no choice. Pathetic morons. You got shredded dignity in your whole body? No. No, I do not. What the... Ah, what is this flickering light? Jesus, you trying to give me a seizure game? Let's just close my... Not pay attention to that till my screen changes a little. So, hierarchies from an hole in the ground? Dude knows that anyone talk to me like that, I go to the 7th L and back to cut him down to size. You're strong, bold, brave, and strong. And stand to look at the sorry lot of you. You kobolds or dormice? I have the spine, but nobody here and I sure as hells do. Tell us where we can find the Zoga. Pure madness. I could walk up and kill him right now. Like, in a matter of a couple of minutes. Easy. Sticking hold till Zoga falls on his hands and knees before me, begging for mercy. She really lets herself get caught up in whatever she's doing, doesn't she? Did you say something? No, nothing at all. She just stomps over them as well. Suffer opposition lightly. Forget opposition. If he would appear in-world, I could walk up and kill him instantly as like a fate boss. Emphatically, wholeheartedly, sure. Yay, new help. We stole from you and gained your trust and help through doing that. Fortune favors the kobold. Yeah, I should still be fine to do the Beast Tribe quests as well. Ah. She has a lot of crazy mounts. She must be using Mount Roulette. Yeah, come on. There we go. Hello, Buggo. Help me blow stuff up, will ya? Shut up. Just give me the stuff. Hup. Lavish lunch pots. Love that you're like stealing food from the other kobold orders. That like these guys don't deserve because they're terrible. You're just stealing the lunch pots. It's easy when I'm this high level. Nothing will even attack me. Then, yeah, I need to set the little bombs on these things. Okay, there's the grenade digits. And then, nope, the bombs are this way. Oh, hey, look, hunt targets. It's usually 3, so let me grab 3 of them. That good? Yep, there's the ally seals. Oh, stupid fates. I hate this. I hate how fates overwrite your duty list. 596 order. Duty list. There we go. Register duties and timers? What? Duty registration deals and time details and timers. Whatever. Now at least I can see my duty list still. Uh-huh. Ah, son of a bitch, game. The enemy is still about. Fuck off. The enemy was sitting there twiddling his thumbs and sticking them up his butt while I was placing that last bomb, and you just decided I can't because there's an enemy that exists somewhere within 10 miles of me. I hate when the game is like, no, 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 you have to do this one at a time. That's the only way you're allowed to do it. It's like, shut up, game. I could take on all three of these idiots, easy. Smart bombs. Love that I have to fight the enemies just to plant the trackers so that I can later release the smart bombs. Like, I could just blast these frickin' supplies 10 times easier. If I have to fight the enemies anyway, what's the point? Oh, the enemy is still about. Great, thanks. I can't do this one while there's an enemy within 20 miles of me either. We done yet? The enemy is still about. Wait, no, I think I do need to beat up the smart bomb to pick it back up. The bomb core. Yeah, so if this has spawned a bomb, then I think this is the one I wanted anyway. Uh-huh. Yep, that's the one I wanted anyway. Oh, cool, I'm picking up some bomb ash, too. I could probably make some steel with that. Smart bomb core. And grenade digits. And that should be it. Lava toad legs, earthworms wriggling and squirming. Ugh. Disgusting. Improving society somewhat. 1,000 gil out of that. Okay. Next up. Let's do Gridania, why don't we? We'll start the Sylphs. I didn't check the vendor. He undoubtedly has nothing I care about right now, though. He wouldn't have anything interesting. Hi, Fannin. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in, everybody.
Roleplay! Spoiler? It's you, baby.
Hey, baby. It's you, baby. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Ash, your local idiot, running through my free trial completionist playthrough. I'd like to introduce you to No Money, Mo Money. The brokest little baby with his tiny, tiny coloring book, trying to make his way in the world. Oh man, today I am working on unlocking the ARR Beast Tribes, a society quest, what the hell ever they call them nowadays. But yes, I'm about halfway through that today. And I'm also off stream been working a lot on trying to sort of like get into master recipes, but I need a few more craftsmanship that I can only get through materia melding. So that's a pain in the butt in order to try and like get up to the next tier of stuff. So that's taking a very, very long time. And yeah, that is what I'm up to today. What were you up to today, Fanon? I actually think I looked at your stream earlier through my Discord, and it looked like I think you were doing painter stuff in 14. Give you my shout out and a Twitch shout out as well. If you guys aren't already following Fanon, follow him, head over there, check out what he's up to. Fanon's always pretty fun to just sort of like hang out and watch him screwing around in No Man's Sky. And mostly I watch Fanon doing No Man's Sky stuff, but he also does 14 and yes, been leveling Picto lately for Dawn Trail. Yeah, I think Fanon just started getting into Dawn Trail recently. So if you want like early Dawn Trail MSQ stuff, or even just like leveling up some classes and stuff still, that's cool. Plus he's always playing No Man's Sky, and that's always fun to hang out and watch. Especially when you're building like really cool hangout spots and you're always like working on some of the really interesting builds or interesting buildings and stuff like that that you have in progress. Almost only at 87 on Picto. I mean, I'm the kind of person who, like, I play No Man's Sky and I enjoy playing No Man's Sky, but it's usually more for, like, completing all the different things I can do, rather than, like, I'm gonna stop and build up this whole base to look really cool. I usually just throw down random bases wherever I need them as while progressing through the game. And, like, come back for expeditions, but don't do too much No Man's Sky on my off time. Game. Game. Why are you not? Game. There we go. So there's a situation. Etat's Spire have sent word the Ixal are attacking their position. Oh yeah, you pick up the Ixal here as well. Already weathered a sudden strafing run by one of the Birdman's blasted war balloons. Reminds you have to finish your living ship quest. I don't know that I've ever done the living ship quest. Because the living ship quest is pretty deep into No Man's Sky. I think you can pick up an egg for Quicksilver earlier on. But I think I always like leave the living ship quest till so much later, and I don't ever get to it before like starting new games. Now that I'm doing a much longer sort of single save long play, rather than like starting a new one with every expedition or things like that, I could probably get around to it. But thank you very much for being here and for the raid, Fanon. And if you have to take care of like post-stream stuff like, I don't know, editing or clipping or going and getting food and drinks or sleeping or whatever else, then go ahead and do it. Thank you very much for the raid. This man inspires confidence. Confidence. This tiny baby. This tiny baby nerd inspires confidence in you. That's weird. Straight into Adder's Nest, I have a task of considerable breadth and even greater import. A task that calls out for a competent adventurer. Say no more. Who am I whacking in the shins with my coloring book? Drawn to unusual movements among the sylph. Shedding light on their intentions. This is dispatch a young researcher to Little Solace to investigate further. Goes by the name of Voice. Mayhap you've heard of him. Nope. Been sending regular reports ever since. until 3 days passed. He was quick to assure me that his prodigious intellect and survival skills would ensure his safety. Can't help but fear what harm has come to him. Great. I'll be back for those triple triad cards eventually. Etots is Fallborn. I think East Shroud is better for now. Forgot about the fact that there's actually 5 beast tribes in ARR. Like, I knew that, but because I was unlocking them because you get 12 a day, I was just thinking like, yeah, the four that I have to unlock, and completely forgot about like the wholly different beast, no pun intended, that is the Ixal, and they're like crafting quests and their extra bonuses for like crafters, which normally I love that. It could be a good way to level up crafters and stuff, but I think I should hold off on doing too much of that yet. Because like I said, I need materia, which means I need to spirit bomb my gear, and if I go leveling up my crafters even more, then all these 50 recipes I'm trying to use aren't even going to be considered worth a single point of spirit bonding. My crafters are already over leveled for the spirit bonding I need to do, because they're already like over 50, which means it's difficult to find recipes that will actually give me much spirit bonding when I'm crafting. And I need the craftsmanship materia. So there's busy one. State one's case and state it quickly. It's looking for smart one, yes? This one knows no smart one. This one does know bumbling, stumbling one. Stumbling one's whereabouts, huh? He went exactly where we told him not to go. Oh, no, wait. I need to talk to someone else. Hello again, Frixio. This one's honored. Word of brave one's deeds come to this, often to little solace. Searching for scholarly one? Cannot possibly mean that one. There's many walking ones, and that one has all the wits of a wing rat. Witless one stumbled off to the Sylphlands. He walked straight into the area with the tempered sylphs. Bumbling one set up for Sylphlands, even dumber than this one thought. Rather being rude to you. Oh, man. Voice of concern. Truly go in search of bumbling one? Thought walking one was making a joke. Like the time this one stole bumbling one's undergarments. They've just been playing horrible pranks on him the whole time. And then he wandered off into the Sylphlands to get, like, tempered or killed, and they're just like, oh well. Walking One scribbles letters. Maybe Walking One is smart one that everyone was talking about. Nope. Smart one would not stumble so stupidly into these one's domain. Help! Leave me alive! Says I have no need for eating. Stupid one not read that in stupid one's paper stacks. Stupid one tries to sneak into these ones' home and kidnap Chosen One's podling, yes. Oh boy. Chosen One, podlings, what are, huh? One know it, or did this one know it? This one, or I was just repeating what she said. Sneaking one, what goes on there? tiny baby. Son has seen walking one in little solace. Strong, not like stupid one. I mean, it is stupid, but yes, also strong. Hi, idiot. So how'd that go for you? Have any success? That was a gunner for sure. Who do you suppose got into those sylphs? Nothing more to continue the conversation. Would you mind terribly if we did some back in Little Solace? Yep. It's just like, oh yeah, the books describe sylphs as fun-loving little carefree things. I'll just wander into this place that everyone's constantly telling me not to go. I'm sure it's fine. See in one piece. Not even properly introduced myself. Grenadier is foremost scholar of sylphic customs and lore. Yeah, sure. At least that's what I told the commander when I volunteered for this mission. Just between you and me, I'm actually rather new to the field. Oh my god. Lied on his resume and almost got killed for it. Tomes I borrowed from Stillglade Fane. Well, I came across a particularly fascinating passage of a legendary sylph. Said to possess such power that she controls the very fate of her people. Yep, that's the chosen one they were talking about. Well, does this one know the legend? It embodies the spirit of all trees. I've ever lived or will ever live in these ones' forest home. Once every 1,000 years, the chosen one sprout forth, bringing forth a new era of civilization. Birth and rebirth, such is the cycle of these one civilization. Years. The last recorded sighting of the chosen one was, that would mean that the next rebirth would occur in yes, carry the one, and the rebirth of chosen one is nigh, and touched ones are plotting something. Yes, they absolutely are. So friend, here's the right of it. They're absolutely trying to make sure the chosen one is born tempered to Ramu. Something must be done. Yes, something indeed must be. And many questions of import remain to be answered. Where might we find this chosen one, and what is the true nature of the power she holds? Where, pray tell, did I misplace my underclothes? No, not if this is related to the coming of the chosen one. The 12-foot is terribly chilly these days. They've just been messing with him the whole time he's been here. I shall remain in Little Solace until these mysteries are unraveled. It is rather cold, isn't it, if you'll allow me a moment's respite? Monsieur, we have to save the chosen one. Chosen one! I'm coming! Oh man, the memification of the brain. It is a horrible process. So the hands of the touched ones, it could mean the end for these ones. See to the safety of Little Solace. Coughing one spouts big words, but has not the strength to save these ones. You can count on this one. True friend to these ones. Abadar. Society quests. Neutral at Little Solace, even after everything I've done for them. Figures. Self-consciousness. Self-conscious. Sorry, self-conscious, because self-conscious. Yeah, this is a whole process that, like, I never do this every day. You get 12 of these every single day. I never keep up with my Beast Tribe quests. Ever. It's just no way I'm gonna do that. What you got? Steel touched ones. Oh, transparency. Yep. Poof. Transparent. While transparent, retrieve the ritual artifacts. Which are those two. Okay. Head this way. Can't sprint or fly or any of that stuff while I'm transparent. What I can, however, do is hit these fragrant blooms to extend it. Which is what's expected. Because you only get about 30, a little over 30 seconds of transparency. Don't even want to hit those devil gourds because it might make me visible again if I try to. Come on, where's the next fragrant bloom? Oh shit, I don't know if I can reach that in time. 9, 8, 7, 6. I think I can do it. 3, 2, 1. Holy crap, 1 second off. Look for a bit, need to get some food in me and all that. We'll stop back later if you're on. Later, Fannin. Have a good day, night, have a nice meal, all that stuff. Where is it? Wait, is that it? Yep, that's the ritual artifact. Yeah, you get 35 seconds whenever you hit the fragrant blooms. Thank you for the head pat. Scent powders and sparkle beads. Yeah, it just disappeared out of nowhere. What happened? What could have possibly happened to it? Let's hit this fragrant bloom again because there's not one nearby and I need to go a distance. Oh boy. Okay. I can see where it is now, so I don't really need the map up anymore. I'll go ahead and hit this one too. I could probably grab that ritual artifact. Actually, it's a pretty decent distance away, so no, I don't think I could have. But when you grab them, you have to listen to the sylph blather on for a second before you can run away. What? Where'd it go? Oop. Okay, now that I've got the ritual artifacts, I should be fine. I should be able to go ahead and get rid of this transparency now. Yep, deliver them to the next. Okay, still fine. Single old gold treant. I don't need more than one. Oh wait. Yeah, I forgot. Art of War is actually a gain on 1 right now for Ruin. Which is so stupid. But whatever. One marble. Nice bad breath, idiot. Too bad I'm standing right under you. And what's this one? You know what? He might send me off on another transporter, invisibility, or whatever thing. Better not. Sack of devil gourds. Okay, retrieve them from Lark's Skull. Okay. There's the Ziz. I need 2 of these. Damn it. Didn't get out of that one in time. Oh well. They can't damage me enough anyway to make it worth anything. There we go. Now then. Where are the rest of these sacks that I'm looking for? There they are. There's 2 at least. Oh, no, 3, maybe 4. I think that's all of them here. Yep. And this treant shouldn't even bother me. As long as I don't accidentally right-click on him and whack him in the freaking root with a book. Oh, okay, no, that other one, that other quest I have is for the last beast tribe. Okay. Finish all these up and then go unlock, not the last one actually, that one's for the Ixal. I'll unlock the Ixal, but I'm not going to do anything for them yet. Not until I've really, really broken into these master recipes will I do the Ixal quests. Because like I said, I need to deal with materia for any chance to actually break that last bit of craftsmanship that's required to get into these master recipes. And if I start gaining levels now by doing Ixal quests, it's just going to make it harder for me to spirit bond anything. So right now, not having all of my crafters up as high as possible is actually good for me. The Ixal one, the Ixal storyline is actually quite a bit of fun, though. It's also a lot easier to level up than the others. Like, you can do 3 quests for the Ixal each day if you really want to, or you can go and do their turn-in one, which is like each day they'll want different materials, and you can just craft up a bunch of those materials and turn them in, which only takes up, I think, 1 of your Beast Tribe quest allowances, and gives you, I think, almost double or triple the normal amount of experience, so... Shoot, I'll have to go... Okay, fine, I'll level sync. Oh god, I level synced so low I don't have Art of War anymore. Jerks. I want this one. I just want to take out the ones I want to take out. I don't want to sit here and fight all this thing.
Je suis Ramu, protecteur des sylphes, les enfants de la forêt.
That sounds like it may have come on way late there, Baron. Because I'm done with the sylphs right now. Okay, and then there's another Boldwing. This is what I really care about, is these targets. I don't really care about this fate. Is that enough? That is enough. Okay, I don't care about the fate. Another Maelstrom one down. Good. Played that about 3 or 4 minutes ago and it did not happen. Jesus. 3 or 4 minutes. Why is Blurp so freaking crazy like that sometimes? Failure. Don't care. I don't understand why it takes Blurp so long to actually play some of these things for you. Praise Nafika. Well-placed shaft that was our salvation. A private's arrow managed to punch a hole clear through the balloon's air bladders. So they had to make a forced landing. No shape to repel the Ixal. A well-placed shaft, you say? Yep. Well-placed shaft. I mean, I tend to find mine is pretty well-placed most times as well.
Yeah, boy.
And then when they come back and go, you can't say things like that. It's like, what do you mean? I'm just talking about like when I'm playing Archer and I place a really good shot. War balloon debris. Debris. Part of another contraption entirely. When you saw were invented by the Ixal to assert their dominance. Really good at handling a larger type of shaft as a dragoon, you understand? Yup. You really got to get good at handling those big, thick shafts, you know? Like as a lancer. Oh my god. I also do like that the archer's achievements is called, like, just talking about shafts. Well, hello there. Shouldn't really be in here yet. There's no chance in hell I'm voicing the Ixal anymore. I'm not really voice acting anyone too much these days, but I'm definitely not doing the Ixal. That kills my throat. Sometimes I like to, you know, grab my rod and unleash some hot justice as a black mage. Chief Totorak. Is that no feather dust? Search through wreckage for nothing, we did. Weak-bellied fledgling. Speak with featherless one. To be artisan, no clothing all wrong it is. Or for honest work it is not. Raise your weapon not, we are... Ixal we are, but not the same kind that attack your tower. Have it from you we would. Not by force. And not for nothing, we make deal, yes? You let featherless one inside, you cannot. Spread our secrets, you will. Shut screechy beak before plucked and strung from nearest tree branch you are. Look forward to next meeting, says Oldus. Well, no feathers, if chief trusts you... If chiefs trust you betray, flay skin from worthless bones we shall. You. This is the one you turn it into. The foreman and the manciple over here, you can do just one allowance per day, and it gives you like almost the same amount as doing, or even more, I think maybe, than doing all 3 of the daily quests. So it makes it very easy to level up the Ixal. You get a ton of XP, or rep, from them for doing that. Ixal Den, no such camp existed, you did not, eh? Have that balloon part in your name, says Olwood. It's a special stone used for making instrument to read speed of wind. Only found in Zelfatol, very rare. Wow, yeah. Considering where I get Zelfatol, yeah, that's very rare. Says I'll not go to Zelfatol and fetch stone himself. We are not like Ixal of Natolan and other places. No fighting with forest people. Outcasts we are. Yup. Call ourselves a Cotal 9. Had nicer sound than a Cotal 20 or so. One purpose we have, to fly free like wind. Or with forest people or pleasing greedy goddess, we care not. Fixed on the heavens our eyes are. quest sync. Yep. Certain quests will automatically level adjust the system to your level. So kind of like how you sync down for some fates, some quests will sync up to your level, which basically just means that, like, you'll get pretty good rewards from it, whatever your level up to a certain point, whatever. Stuff like that. I'm pretty much done with these guys for now. Should I pick up their quest, though? Nah. I will jot them down in my notes. So I don't end up forgetting about them. But I won't do it right now. Because they're not really one of the, like, traditional beast tribes. And I don't have enough allowances today to do them as well anyway. Plus, like I said, I don't want to level my crafters. They give good crafter XP. Now that I'm past the ARR level, like all of my crafters are 50 or higher, they may not give me so much that I have to worry about just like leveling like crazy off of them or anything, but they do give pretty good XP. And they also have like special wants each day, kind of like how the Grand Company is. Some of your stuff will be like orange colored and have a star next to it on the Grand Company turn-ins, and that gives you like extra bonuses for turning those ones in. The Acatl 9 have a similar one as well, like that. So if you end up turning in the one that they really want that day and a lot of it, then you could probably end up leveling up quite a bit beyond 50. Oh, Swift literally hasn't loaded in yet. Peace for Thonolin. Welcome, Face. I have a task for which one of your impeccable record would be well suited. Perhaps campaign would be a more fitting description. This your commitment. Inhabitants of Thunderland have long suffered the hostilities of the Amalja. They've been quiet for a time, chastened by your victory over the Primal Efreet. But once again the beastbeds stir. And a resurgence in kidnappings in greater numbers than before. Matters have grown so far out of hand, local garrisons have petitioned us for reinforcements. Okay, go put a stop to these raids. Anna? This is Samurai, I believe. Yeah, that's Samurai. I can pick that up. I'm not going to right away, though. Samurai is decent. I might try and go for Monk as my melee main, though. I don't know. It's a bit of a gamble. I like Monk in a lot of ways, but gameplay has never been one of them. I don't love Samurai, but I do enjoy its gameplay a little more than Monk. But I want to try and make Monk, but having the class lock thing in place that I have now, it's a bit of a gamble to just be like, I'm gonna go with Monk. But I will be able to level up Pugilist all the way to 30, well, as far as I want, technically, before getting Monk without having to worry about locking myself in. So I can at least practice it a little bit and see if I can make it work for me this time. And see if our situation is being taken seriously. Sure, Commander explained, the activity in the region has grown almost frenzied. Determined to carry off every peddler and traveler that tries to pass through the southern Thonolin. Speaking of furtive nighttime raids here, they're striking in full daylight. Mount a response immediately. You know what? I'll go ahead and unlock these leaves while I'm here. Oh, it's a Necrologos. That's not too bad. You mostly just have to pick some crap up for Necrologos. Oh, this is a specialty condition, isn't it? Yeah, it's heat waves. Which means there's someone out here, some special boss fight or something. Well, I'll be damned if I know where it is. The Noctambulist. All missing pages and defeat the creature, summon with them, blah 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 blah. I don't see missing pages sitting on the ground, so I'm guessing I have to fight for these ones. Yep, I have to fight for these ones. Oh, cool. Did another one really? Wow, they're just spawning like crazy. No reason to even bother using dots on them. They're like dead before it even matters. Wow, yeah, these guys are just spawning one at a time. Every time I kill them, I don't even have to go to the other zones to look for the pages. The weather... Oh, this weather is for fishing. There's a fish that shows up in heat waves. Okay. That's all 5. Put it down. There you go. Lesser Vidoriga. Dead. Nope. I'm already out here to the north, which is fucking impossible to do normally because Little Alamigo's geographic structure is so shit that I better get out here and do what I can. Ugh, not in line of sight. Okay, that is enough for the hunting log. Oh, that was an Arcanist one too. Cool. Alright, here we go. I do need to get into the, like, big fish and stuff like that at some point. I haven't even bothered to try and work on my fishing log at all. That is, like, one of those grinds that I just dread. Get shot, dummies. Confident fools, you think your raids here go unnoticed? The Brotherhood of Ash, they're my brothers? Cool. Get pin cushioned, morons. Traitorous heathens. Such a goofy ass character, man. Your ancestors returned in their graves. Parable. The first rule of war is to understand the mind of your enemy as well as your own. He's just like, hey, how you doing? Presence is noted here, adventurer, but this is our battle. That's great, but they've been raiding a lot of merchants and stuff. So I don't know if you guys just weren't fighting them before and now you are, but either way, put them down. Omujga, the Brotherhood of Ash, remain now of that the all-consuming flames have reduced the rest of my people to unthinking zealots. Interest me. Be it fortune or fate, I would not ignore the forces that sought to bring us together. An invitation to join us at the Ring of Ash. That's one Angie Meow Meow. Angry meow. Right up the hill. Somehow these idiots thought it was funny to raid a caravan 5 feet from the Brotherhood of Ash. Like, no wonder they got wiped out if they're that dumb. A home for a humble gathering. Hone our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. The old ways of the desert nomad and of the warrior. Well, I guess they probably just set up here. Those who are worthy, we show the proper respect. Your aura carries the reek of brimstone. Be one of the champions said to have laid low the Lord of the Inferno. I would have you understand the curse that has befallen our fanatic brethren. Forgotten the code that governs our people. Glory that comes with a warrior's death. Yep. Spirit away the weak and the feeble to offer them up in exchange for the barbed blessings of a hoary god. That is a word I hear all the time and kind of understand, but I don't think I ever really knew exactly what it meant. Grayish white, gray-haired with age. So an old gray god. Old and trite. Yeah, that's a good definition for it. Old and trite. I like that one as the definition they're probably using here in the game. Old and trite. That pointless fake god. Shameful acts of my kin. The honor of the Amalja is a faded, paltry thing, no longer driven by the righteous fortunes of battle. Kidnappings that most stoke the flames of my fury. The victims often bear no arms at all. What triumph can be found in such cowardly acts? We're hunters, and the fallen Amalja who huddle in Zanarak are our prey. Share my outrage, I bid you join us in our kin war. Shut up, you angry meow. Heroes that fell to freed, I've cut down a dozen men who boasted thy feet. Likely you slew a guttering fire sprite and convinced yourself it was the king of the seventh hell. I and I alone make this decision. You better not stray into the path of my arrows, adventurer. Oh my god. Vouch the authenticity of your claim. Only one who has faced defeated a freak could have the scent that you do. Past glories will not impress my soldiers, though. Prove yourself through your actions. The Amalja of Zanarak are our foes. Kill them all. That's basically what it is. Kill all of them. Who roam the vast plains of Pogolthon. I get to see that place too. Not on this character though. And he sought to impede our path. We relish the challenge to our skill at arms. It says that it has been the tradition for aging warriors to make the pilgrimage to the holy land of Zanarak, and there confront the specter of death. It's an honor to cast one's time-tempered soul into the sacred flames and return one's body to ash. These craven whelps of Zaharak quaver before death's inevitability. They seek not to fortify their spirits, instead groveling before a deity for the strength they do not deserve. Not the words to express my disgust for the manner of this groveling, subjugation of the meek by contemptuous weaklings. True greatness lies only in conquering those greater than oneself. Flame fangs have scented fresh prey. We must sound the call to arms. Have the chance to prove your talents, adventurer. I'm saddling you with the baby. You watch over it. Her form may be Makote, her soul harbors a raging blaze to match that of any Amalja soldier. We know only the struggle for martial perfection. Tribe, clan, gender, these details matter not. You'll accompany our newest ally into battle. Some hatchling in training, perhaps? Love that. Enough! Shut up and do what I told you to do, woman. It's like, all we care about is prowess, and I'm the leader. Shut up and do it. Again, those guys are pretty good if you want, like, metals, like ingots and stuff like that. Again, most of this stuff just sort of lets you bypass, like, one little phase in crafting, right? Sometimes you get to buy it from them instead of gathering it, and sometimes you can buy it from them instead of having to craft pre-crafts and stuff like that. Again, I can't do any of that because I can gather them and I can craft them, so I can't use these guys instead. But they're good ways for people who don't have the same limitations that I do. The same self-imposed limitations that I have. There's nothing wrong with doing this stuff on the free trial. Where's the last one I need? Ugh, not there. Oh well, just keep moving. If I find one along the way, then I find one along the way. If not, then not. Oh hey look, it's Albin the Ashen. There's that last Lancer I need. Oh wow, that's not enough. Guess I needed 4 of them. It's rare, but it happens occasionally. Wait, this one's a Malja Lancer. No, yeah, that is right. I mean, obviously it was a target because it had the friggin' mark over its head, but I thought I might have been hunting like 2 different targets. Come on, idiots, show yourselves. Wow, they're dying so fast. So pitiful. What happens when you let me overlevel a bit? Those raiders, I don't know who you are or where you came from, but have my thanks. Once we're snatching folk from the trade routes again, I thought that was just my rival trying to scare me out of business. Hire a guard or 2 next time. Expected you to die here. Come now, we return to the Ring of Ash. Just like, I figured you'd die. Okay. I can head in through here to finish up these leave meats. And then back out the other side. Yay, worthless ventures. More worthless ventures. Yay. Utterly worthless ventures. Huzzah. Little Alamigo leaves are unlocked now. Yeah, see, this one puts me right out by the Brotherhood of Ash. I do remember at least that much from Little Alamigo, because I had to come down here and do my friggin' Beast Tribe quests over and over again all the time. Hatchling in battle, that much is obvious. Nothing me so easily impressed, yet the question of your resolve. Enclave of elite warriors. Command of homage god, we wage war of attrition against the zealots of Zonarak. Malja build altars and pitch camps wherever they please, fancy themselves they're the masters of the Holy Land. Feel brave indeed to challenge none but the weak and undefended. Raiders you but recently faced, they were members of the Flame Fangs, among the Zonarak Amalja that more than any other delights in kidnappings. They also draw the most ire of the Brotherhood. Our mission is to see their ambitions ground into dust and their leaders slain. Duty of all would call themselves true Amalja warriors. Not seek to meddle too deeply in our affairs. Yeah. Gotta love the cat that's not even Amalja being the one to go. Stop it! Get out of our place! Get out of our home and stop meddling in our affairs. Like, why don't you go meow about it somewhere? None may now doubt yours was the hand that slew the raging god. Those rings true in your heart, then I would further welcome your aid. Let the zealots fear our coming. Boop. And then, yeah, run these 3, and I'm basically done with everything for today. Maybe I'll head back and do the, You Bet Your Ash. Maybe if there's enough time, I'll head back and I'll do the extra quest for the Acatl 9 that I skipped over. Because that one's not going to, like, level up my crafters or anything like that. One was just, like, the introductory quest for them. Like, first you get a quest from the, Grand Companies that sort of brings you to the zone, and then you get a quest from them that sort of has you introducing yourself to the tribe and all that. Lancers and Thaumaturges. Is this rock enough? Yes, it is. Damn, but that Lancer was too far away. Oh well. I'll just take care of these guys then. There we go. That finally got him. He just didn't like that I went around the rock. That was like an inch too far for him. Game. Come on. Okay. Cage keys and vials of rejuvenating sap. Yep. Succulents. These ones are a little annoying because they seem to have a lot of different, like, survey points, which is just tedious. Oh, wow. They're really that high level? Jeez, they are. Oops. So used to being high enough level as a scholar that I could just blow through all of this and ignore it, but oh, not here. Yeah, these Emulger really are 45. There's that last one. There it is. Back over by the turtle who doesn't care. Alright, one last fight. Actually, I think I need to use the keys to free captives. Hello, Yayazuku. Yep, sturdy cages. Yeah, I do remember this one. Back from when I was doing it the first time around. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's no real way to get in there. Okay, he turned. Come on, before they... No, God damn it. There, that one. Before they turn again. Run, stupid. Before they turn around again. Like, you're free. Don't stop and talk to me. Run before they turn around and see you. All of them just like flying in behind them when they're not paying attention and then snagging these people out of the cages. Like, this is definitely not the way you're expected to be able to do this, but hey, they're not gonna stop me. Oh God, not this one. Bum, bum. Uh-huh. I'll need to get around to that eventually, won't I? Yeah, that's a whole nother quest line I should do at some point. Yep. I really should go meet my gentleman inspector at some point. Or inspector extraordinaire. Not a huge rush for that one, though. Yeah, I think if I'm putting off the Bahamut raids for 2 weeks, at the rate I've been going, I should be able to have 250k by then. That should be a good timing. In theory. I'll also need to do a lot of, yeah, my allowances are getting up there again. Yeah, so I am going to need to be turning in a bunch of crap. So, that'll be a good way to, like, burn off allowances and make some money, is just by sort of, like, going through my crafting list for anything that's used in a leave, and then just, like, running through them to burn off leave allowances and make some gil along the way. Just crafting my way through that list for anything for a leave could be useful. The low-level stuff isn't going to help much with spirit bonding, but just doing it along the way, I'll gain spirit bond here and there. Alright, yeah, I have enough time. I only have like 7 minutes left in my usual stream time, but it's fine if I go a little over. I'll go ahead and do the intro quest for the Ixal. That being said, I don't know that the Ixal quest intro quest really needs more than about 7 or 8 minutes. I think I can do this in about 10 minutes. I don't remember there being a lot of steps to it. Oops. They're out this way. I remember how to get to, like I said, I remember how to get these beast tribes pretty well because I spent so much time working on them the first time through. And then this is my crafting stuff where I crafted the whole patrician set. I think you might have seen that last week, though. Like, all of my crafters are really pushing the boundaries as hard as they can. Right? I'm over melding pieces. Like, I've crafted the best pieces of gear for myself that I physically can, and I'm over melding them, trying to get just like that last little bit of craftsmanship that I need to push me up to where it needs to be. Because right now it's 335 here. Blacksmith is a little higher. Blacksmith is like 340 something, and I need like 347 to get to that next tier of stuff to craft. So I only really need like 4 or 5, I think, more craftsmanship points on blacksmith to reach that tier. Now, that doesn't get me there with all of the classes, unfortunately, but it's a start. Reaching for Cloud 9. Face you make, burning with questions you are, yes? What you trying to do here? Natural. Exo would simply kill featherless ones, leave courses for vulture, blah blah blah. Birdbrain Nautilon zealots, clever Sezzle, and his crew do not. War with forest people is wasteful. Waste of time, waste of resources. Group of thinkers, of crafters. This place, a coddle, is place for building dreams. To fly higher than any other is a coddle nine's dream. Before we can fly, make wings we must. Good at making things you are, yes? No carpenter when see one. Way of moving, way of looking. Clothing had Sezzle confused at first, though. Creating much better than destroying, yes? Both Ixel and featherless ones agree on that they can. If you create something for a Coddle 9, Sezzle would. Build many things we can, but not everything is possible in remote camp like this. Place called Fallgourd Float, yes? Fine crafting facility they have. Perfect for making airship hull interior components. Leather-backed plywood is component Sezzle needs. Make for strong and durable hull it will. Placed order for raw materials with current merchant in Fallgourd Float. Sezzle has no money, need only speak to junkmonger. Spend own coin you need not. A surprise for you I have. Protect and support hands when crafting tricky airship components, these gloves will. Yeah, this is the annoying part. I really wish they'd gotten rid of this altogether. Because the Akatl 9 gloves he gives you are level 1. They're completely separate from everything else. You have to wear them whenever you're crafting for the Akatl 9 quest, but at no other point do you ever need to put them on. And so they just sit there taking up space in your inventory, and you forget to put them on. Every time you come back to do an Akatl 9 quest, you just completely forget to put them on, and then it's like, you can't craft. And it's like, oh, yeah, I have to re-equip these pieces of shit. Yep. Forgot about that. Right? It's like, oh, yep, forgot to re-equip this garbage. But you have to put them on for the Akatl 9 quests. Welcome, customer. Take things for making and go to place for making things. Master Merchant thinks you have no time for thinking. What? Where's a seller? I would turn around and all of the excess materials that I pull out of gardening. Nope. Items. All the excess materials I pull out of gardening, I would gladly throw in like our FC chest. Like, look at this. I got like 72 of both of these, and I didn't even use yield boost. I used cross breeding boost soil. I would throw them in our FC chest because, you know, we keep stores of these things for dyeing your chocobo, but I can't join the FC and I can't trade these with anyone and I can't mail them to my main or anything, so there's really nothing I can do about that. It's gotta go. Holding on to that raptor skin. Grenade ash is I don't even remember what that's used in. The sinew, the bomb ash, and the skin will all be useful. Grenade ash, I don't know. I'll just hold on to it for now. And I don't really care about dying my chocobo this time around. I don't really care. So I'm just gonna hawk the materials that I gained through crossbreeding Gieselgreen seeds. Come on now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello there. Use of our workshop. Well then, seeing as you're a first timer, allow me a brief explanation on what we seek to accomplish here. No, workshops are boring. Workshops like only exist for quests, so you don't really need an explanation of them. It's basically you can only craft certain things when you're in certain workshops, and they give you a buff when you're in those workshops properly. And it's only when you're doing the quest that you get those buffs anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It's like an extra component of complete unnecessary stuff on top of this whole thing already. Strange coincidence, you should happen to arrive bearing the same, very same rare materials that, Any word on my delivery? Why does he hold the component materials that I ordered? This is not your order, this is my order. The wares I reserved a moon in advance. Oops, oh well. Just understand, this adventurer brought along these materials himself. Brought them along, did he? What would a guild-grabbing mercenary need with airship hull component materials? Mr. Engineer, the highest level of skill would be capable of utilizing the potential of such specialized items. Without anyone besides myself would have a use for them. Shut up, Tadaramu. You're some manner of artisan. Exactly what do you intend to do with those materials? None of your business. Although that would sink the entire storyline of the Akatl 9 from the beginning, because he needs to go there. But, like, the way he acts towards me, my response would be, none of your fucking business. Leave me alone. Variably result in botched job and wasted resources. Yeah. This is hardly any sort of conduct, gentlemanly or otherwise. Stop acting like a bitch and shut up and let me craft. Look. Stop acting like a bitch. I shall become cross with you if you continue in that tone. Here are your materials, sir. Whatever you create will be absolutely splendid. Yep. Now I have access to the crafting facility. Excel quests. Disciple of Hand to accept or complete a Akatl 9 Society quest. Items required to complete these quests can only be synthesized after equipping the Akatl wrist gloves. I fucking hate that mechanic. Such a waste of an inventory space for the entire span of your existence as a player. Experience points earned by these quests will be allocated to your current class. To your crafting class. Full interior components. Can't even... I can't even high quality these, and he's over here bitching about how I don't have the skill to do it. I don't have the skill? Oh my god, it's a miracle. Look at that 50 extra durability I didn't use up. Jackass. Waiting to appraise the results of your expertise. Done. Shove it. Shut up. Look this travesty you made out of. Gods be good. Craftsmanship is exemplary. Uh-huh. The structure of an airship? I cannot even imagine what type of hull you need to build. Who commissioned this work from you? I must know. No. Absolutely not. Curious reluctance. What harm can come of revealing a client who builds airships unless... I love that, like, this guy works for one of... Like, his family owns one of the biggest airship supply companies in all of Eorzea, and he has the gall to look me in the face and go, what harm can come of revealing a client who builds airships? Like, bitch, don't lie to my face. You know what harm can come from revealing your clients to a competitor airship company, you jackass. Like, let's not pretend that the shit version of what the fuck am I trying to say? A commercial, not of fucking like shitty laissez-faire economy and all that sort of bullshit that we lie about here in America. Us being a democracy and not a fucking consumerist hellhole, right, is not real. Because it is real, and it even exists in Eorzea, this shit where people are like aggressively trying to fight letting any other competitor business know who their clients are and stuff like that. That sort of shit totally exists in Eorzea. Ixali Master seeks to craft an airborne vessel of war. No. If you don't hand over my whole components right now, I'm gonna smack you upside the head with my coloring book until you're dead. It just runs off. Like, when you refuse to talk to him about the Ixal themselves, he just determines it must be what he determines it to be and runs off, sprints off into the forest with no idea of what direction he's even supposed to be going. Or if he even has any idea where he's going, he does not. Somehow he manages to get there, but he definitely just bumbles off into the forest with no idea where he's going. Who is he? I could tell you, but that would ruin the surprise. I don't care. He's actually a pretty good character throughout the Ixal questline, but I had forgotten. It'd been so long since I'd done this questline. I'd forgotten just how fucking terrible his introduction as a character was. Like, he hits all the worst notes as a character in the very first time you meet him. He's so terrible, and I want nothing to do with him. He's actually a pretty decent character throughout the questline, though. Takes him like 5 minutes to completely change his attitude, but man, is it a bad starter attitude. I found you. Never realized just how big this forest was. Who is small, angry, featherless one? Tis you who are on trial here. Like, what if you had wandered into a fucking tribe that was building war balloons to attack the freaking Gridanians? What if you had, dumbass? What would you have accomplished? They would have punted you off this cliff into that stupid mine below and you'd be dead. Like, you were on trial here to... What force do you have to enforce that trial in any way, shape, or form? Mind your tongue. Making airship with weapons, Sizzle, has not been telling tall tales, someone has. Seen how the Ixal stole our technology to build those horrendous war balloons? Your kind know not but killing and mayhem. Shut up, stupid potato. Blather too much, angry one does. See's not enough. Look at design under own feet, you should. No weapons. Elements of both dirigible and airship. I've never seen the like. Hybrid vessel. Dezel Qualan. Fly very high it shall. Ceiling altitude of 5,000 yoms. Impossible. Even Mr. Garland's Enterprise cannot reach such heights. Speak of visiting the heavens themselves. That's the point, idiot. Rap on God's front door we shall. Ayatlan. Floating continent of legends. Yep. Not quite Ayatlan, though. Turn to Ixal's lost paradise we shall. All-consuming goal of Sezel's people it once was. Technically, the phrasing of that is not Ayatlan, it's Azisla. But, you know. Rather worship mad goddess Garuda and squabble with featherless ones, not Alon Ixal would. Waste of life. Help a Coddle 9 build balloon airship hybrid and reach for distant sky other Ixal should. I misjudged you. Let me work with you. See this dream of yours become reality. See, immediately flips his personality on a dime, becomes a pretty decent character, but God, is it a bad introduction. Ship design most extensively, though my practical experience is admittedly limited, found there are none who match my passion for the craft. Important passion is, but knowledge too. Work you as hard as others, says I will. Be spared for your size, you will not. Would have no money, impressed with work, Cecil was. Agree to help? What say you, featherless one? Sprout wings, I will! Oh, God. Imagine to look at us now, it is, but an age when Ixal flew on power of their own wings there once was. I don't remember if we ever get deeper into that. I know we get that the Ixal are like a mutated species created or mutated, possibly one or the other, specifically by the Alligans in Aziz Law, and like that's the Ayat Lon they seek to go back to is actually Aziz Law, I believe. But I don't remember if they created them or just mutated them. So I don't remember if we ever get like, yes, the Ixal totally used to have wings, but the Alligans like mutated them and created this new version of them that doesn't. I thought they were a hybrid species. I thought the Alligans like created them through like melding various species. But I may be wrong about that. They may have just mutated as a species that already exist and probably had wings of their own. The Coddle 9 vendor, the Manciple, the Coddle 9 wrist gloves, all that stuff. Yep. New balloon. And that's one of the fun ones, is every time you finish a stage of the Coddle 9 quests, not every time you finish a quest, but every time you level up, you rank up in the Coddle 9, you expand like the actual balloon design too, which is fun. Bird is the word one. So this is the guy. You would come to this foreman? No, not the foreman. You go to the Manciple. I can't do it because I've already done all my quests for the day. And you accept the quest from him. And then you run over to the foreman and he'll give you like a list of stuff that they want from you. Just a bunch of different crafts all over the place, right? From like all the different crafting classes and everything. And you can turn in 3 times to the foreman. 3 times. So they may have 1 item, they may have 3 items, they may have 6 items, but you can turn it in 3 times. Right? And you get big experience and all that sort of stuff every time you turn it in. And it only costs a single society tribe allowance to do it, and doing just 1 turn-in, doing the 3 turn-ins for the foreman will give you like more XP and more rep with the Akadal 9 than bothering to do their normal tribe quests, which are these ones over here. This guy, and then later this one, and I think this one give you the normal tribe quests, which also I believe are crafting ones, but they're single turn-in rather than triple turn-in, and you know, less experience, less rep. It's better to just do the 1 each day for these guys and get a ton of rep and experience and stuff out of it. Like I said, I'm not going to be touching that just yet. Not until I've gotten deep into the master recipe stuff for ARR, and I'm probably near the end of like 2.5 or even gone into Heaven's Word will I touch this, because otherwise I feel like I'm going to start over leveling my crafters and just have to craft even more of everything in order to spirit bond. And I don't want to do that. I wonder if I can just buy spirit bond potions. Technically that would violate the challenge, because you can craft spirit bond potions. But they're master recipes, and I don't have access to them yet, and I think I know of another place where I could buy them. It's not quite like buying gear, maybe just buying 1 or 2 spirit bond potions. I could even make the claim that I don't have the ability to craft them yet, so buying them doesn't really violate the challenge. Yes, I can craft them at some point, but even if I somehow grab the master recipe book that lets you craft spirit bomb potions, I literally do not have the stats to craft them right now. So, at the moment, the only way I can possibly get spirit bomb potions would be from the Grand Company merchants who I think do sell Spirit Bomb potions, but I have to double check. Bird is the word. I need to burn. Sorry, just looking at my achievement. Bird is the word. So dumb the way they phrased the achievements for the beast tribes is great. Oh yeah, I wonder if I can get my... I might be able to get my squadron up and running today. Materiel, probably. Ballroom etiquette stuff. Okay, I can get some of those if I want to. Company issue tonics. No. Warfare. Material containers. No. Matter. Sea of Clouds. There's Spirit Bomb potions. Cool. Yeah. I think I will allow this slight deviation from the rule set, kind of. You can craft Spirit Bomb potions in the game, but they're master recipes, and even if I could unlock the recipe, I don't have the skills to craft them. So until I can craft them, I'm going to go ahead and let myself buy a couple here, just to try and speed up the process of getting into the master recipes by increasing the amount of spirit bonding I get. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let myself buy these for just a couple of them. Just a couple of them. Cordials are another one that I can craft later on my own, but I could buy them now if I really wanted to, but I don't care that much about cordials. I won't be buying any of this stuff. Durability draft, I don't care about. I can repair that stuff easy. More of these manuals, maybe. I have one of each right now, so I'm good for the moment. Alright. That'll help me spirit bond a little faster, at least, to sort of get through this stuff quicker. Because otherwise, it's probably going to be like 3 more weeks before I ever get the craftsmanship I need to get up further in the master recipes, and I don't want to bother with that. Okay, let's see if I can get a 4th. We've received people. Yes, we have. What do we have? Healer. Postpone that. I have a tank, a healer, and I assume a DPS, right? Yeah, a tank, a healer, and a DPS. Okay. I'll just start taking people. Serve both my grand company and my fellow Eorzeans as bravely as blah blah blah. It's real kind of simple, honestly. It's not that difficult. You just start taking everyone in. You can have 8 people, so for the first, like, 8, you basically just take in everyone. I need another DPS is what I need, though. Come on. Oh, they have to do this freaking cutscene where they're like, now you are 4 strong and we can actually do stuff. They're ready for deployment, except they're not, because I have too many healers. So if I try to take them on missions with me, that won't work because I'm a healer. And if I try to send them on missions alone, that could work, but I don't know about their stats. There's room for 8 soldiers. If you wish to enlist any promising new recruits beyond that, I'm afraid you'll need to discharge one of the existing squadron members. Never a pleasant task. When an elite unit is no place for underperformers. All squadron members in... let me go build my squad. All the recruits for the squadron members are effectively the same. There is no real significant change, like stat-wise or ability-wise, based on who they are. So just take whoever you want for the most part. You can even change their classes. If you really like the design of one character for some reason and you really want them in your squad but they just don't fit in, you can completely change their class to something else. You can now do squadron missions. And go build my squad. Maybe I'll be luckier. Okay, there is a DPS I can use. I mean, I don't really want to keep him. I'm not gonna keep him, but for now, he can fill out the ranks. Yep, next. There's a DPS I can use. I might keep her. See how cute she is. She's pretty cute. Really, that's kind of my go-to for the most part of it. Like, they're all fully interchangeable stat-wise and skill-wise for the most part, right? So I usually just end up with like a squad that's like all 8 of them are like attractive girls in different ways. Or maybe sometimes little potatoes that are adorable. Or like cats or lizards or whatever. Maybe. Oh, nothing. I forgot to do things. You forgot some things. So now I should start being able to do squadron missions. Oh yeah, they can't even do the Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I was gonna say they can't even do the dungeon runs with me yet, but they're level 1. Of course they can't do the dungeon runs with me yet. A list of pre-approved duties to choose from, but I've taken the liberty of hand-picking one for you, and it's the only one you can take, so haha. Oh wow, he actually does have slightly different stats. Oh, I see, because she focuses on tactics while he focuses... No, he's still focused on tactics, but he's split a little more across physical. Okay. This mission is bound to succeed. Yep, there you go. They're off on their first mission. Squadron is mission bound. I should also mention that each deployment is funded by company seals. Yep. Oh, he paid for this one. Okay. Most require 18 hours to complete, but where's my squadron? This one requires 1 hour. Well, I'm not going to keep streaming for an hour, so we're going to stop it there. One thing I can do, though, that I forgot to do before is get rid of all this stupid jewelry. Anything else? Anything I prefer? I have a couple little pieces. Nothing special, really. King Slime Crown. Gambler Crown. Chocobo Head! I forgot about that! I really don't think I should do this during streams for the most part, but yes, I'm definitely doing that. If I were doing it for myself, I'd probably go with ribbons, but because this is a goofy little potato, I'm going with this. Chocobo! So stupid. Alright. Okay, then. I suppose that is where I'm gonna call it for today. So fucking stupid. It's so stupid. I love the goofy chocobo head, man. It's so bad. Oh, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, I refuse. Never. Never. Oh my god. Now I'm a chicken dumpling. I'm a chicken potato. Now I'm the chicken dumpling. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Go to bed with the freaking chicken hat on. Fucking chicken dumpling stumbling into bed and flopping his face down on the pillow. Oh my god, that was so dumb. I love it. Alright, let me pop over to Twitch. Let us see who is live. Let us see what they are up to. Let us see who could use a little raid. Batman Nope. Ooh, oh, Blue is doing Space Marine 2. Oh, that might be good. Raid stuff. No, that's probably the new raids. Alan Wake. And that's a good game. Fates and fates and fates, 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 fates and fates. Oh, maybe Luco. Intro to FF16. Oh, is she gonna do... I don't know if she'll actually do 16. She has it in her, like, her title, but this is Luca we're talking about, so she can end up, like, just chatting for, like, 5 hours straight sometimes. But let's see what she's doing. Yeah, she's absolutely doing, like, just chatting stuff, but, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I haven't rated Luca in a while. Boop. Raid created. Nope, I need this. I need the URL. I need to drop it here. So it goes to both chats. Make sure it went to both chats. Yes, it did. That is where we are going for tonight to say hi to Luco, who was in my stream earlier on. Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for hanging out with me while I unlock the beast tribes and squadrons and all that sort of stuff. More tons of grinding of this master recipe stuff on my own time. Tons of that. Possibly more Dawn Trail MSQ this Saturday, but I'm also doing something with family this Saturday, so I may push that back to Sunday. My stream may be on Sunday. If it's Saturday, my guess is it'll be a little later, like 3 or 4 or 5 Pacific time. If it's Sunday, it'll probably be around the usual time, like 1 or 2 p.m. Pacific time. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you all later. New episode of the Free Trial Completionist out this Friday, as usual as well. And that is... Is that the command? There it is. That's my YouTube. That's where I'm posting those. Alright, see you guys later.